KHOU 11 Studios, this is HTownRush.
Now at 6, millions of people have already received their stimulus checks, but is it enough? Some lawmakers have a plan to give Americans more money, and that would mean a monthly check for most of us. We'll break down the details about that in just a few minutes, but first, we do want your thoughts on this. Should lawmakers approve a monthly stimulus check? Let us know with a hashtag HTownRush. And if you're still waiting for your first stimulant payment, you can track it and we can help you out with that. Text the word money to the number on your screen, 713-526-1111, and we'll send you a link to that tracker. For now, welcome to HTownRush, everybody. I'm Steph Simmons. Xavier Walton is here and Brandy Smith as well. So is Cheetah Craft to kick off the Rush Block.
Well, good morning, guys. Okay, we are starting off this morning anywhere from 10 to 20 plus degrees warmer compared to yesterday. 67 in Sugar Land, 61 at the big airport, 61 in Conroe this morning, 64 in Huntsville. So you get the idea. Mild, muggy to start your day. Temperatures in the 60s. We have a 20% chance for a stray shower. Notice how we increase that to about a 30% chance by your lunchtime hour. High temperatures today build near 80, a 50% chance for scattered showers, even a few thunderstorms by the afternoon. But coming up, weekend rain chances start to ramp up, especially tomorrow. We'll talk about that coming up next.
Okay, Cheetah, thank you. Let's get you caught up now on your coronavirus headlines. It's another big day ahead here in Texas. 2 new rapid test sites are set to open in Harris County. We'll tell you how those work in just a minute. Also, new face mask requirements will take effect in Dallas County today, and we'll get a better idea on the future of the Texas economy.
Just yesterday, President Trump laid out his plan to reopen the country. Now, his guidelines lay out a gradual reopening of businesses, and some states could open restaurants, gyms, and places of worship as early as today. President Trump will let each state decide how it wants to move forward. Meantime, we're going to hear from Governor Greg Abbott later on today. Michelle Choi has that story.
With a roadmap to now go by from President Trump, today Governor Abbott will announce his plan to reopen Texas. He's expected to hold a news conference at noon from the state capitol. Earlier this week, he announced he'd be going over details on jump-starting the economy, but noted it would be gradual and not everything would open all at once. Meanwhile, here in Houston, Mayor Turner says he's not ready to release specifics on how the city will reopen during this coronavirus pandemic, but said that he's working with city, county, and health leaders to develop a plan that'll likely come in phases.
But for those people, individuals who want us to start talking about what is the next step in terms of opening up, this is not the time to do that. There will be a time to have those conversations.
Instead, he urged people to continue practicing social distancing and wearing face coverings. He also emphasized the importance of testing, something Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo wholeheartedly agrees with, saying while she's also drafting plans on reopening the economy, it won't happen until Harris County hits its peak and there's more widespread testing. I'm Michelle Choi for HTownRush.
Okay, Michelle, well, getting Houston back to normal depends on getting as many people as possible tested for COVID-19. Today, Walgreens will launch rapid testing at 2 sites in Harris County. Both sites are getting set up this morning. Here's how this is all going to work. First, you have to be pre-screened by going to the website readyharris.org. If you meet criteria, you'll then get an email with instructions. Then at the test site, you'll stay in your car and a Walgreens pharmacist will hand you a nasal swab and test instructions to do on your own. And then you will get results much faster than usual.
Now we're talking minutes rather than hours or days to get the patient result.
Once Harris County reports the result, you'll get yours within a day. The new test sites will increase the number of tests by 400 per day, but county leaders say we still need more.
You know those $1,200 checks that a lot of us got for the stimulus? Well, how about getting $2,000 a month for at least 6 months? That is the proposal from 2 Democratic congressmen in the Emergency Money for People Act. So single Americans who are older than 16 and make less than $130,000 would qualify. They'd get that $2,000 check every month. Married couples making less than $260,000 will get $4,000, plus they get $500 per child up to 3 kids. 17 Democrats are sponsoring this bill. No Republicans quite yet, but we asked what you thought of the plan. And some of you support it, especially folks like Irma, who says just because someone made over $99,000 last year doesn't mean they don't need the money now that they're not working. There are a lot of questions though, like, isn't this gonna cause inflation? And unless there are budget cuts, our dollar is going to continue to lose value. That's why a lot of people just call this straight up crazy, saying that $1,200 that we got wasn't even the government's responsibility. And there's a big push to let everyone go back to work. Robert says letting businesses reopen and putting people back to work is what's needed. Again, this is just in the proposal stage. We'll let you know if that changes. Steph?
I'll take it from here, Brandy. All right, will Texas cities step up mask requirements and a potential treatment for patients being tested here in Houston? Your Rush Block rolls on with a sad update from a nursing home right here in Houston. A resident at the Buckingham Assisted Living Center who tested positive for COVID-19 has died. At last check, 9 residents tested positive at the complex, as well as 11 team members. All the residents are isolated in one area, and the employees are staying home. Major Texas cities set new rules for masks. In Dallas County, face coverings are required while visiting essential businesses and riding public transportation. That order starts tomorrow. A similar order takes effect Monday in San Antonio.
The latest jobless claims continue to reflect a struggling economy. According to the Labor Department, 5.2 million more Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week, bringing the total to more than 22 million over the last few weeks of the COVID-19 crisis. In Texas, another 273,000 filed last week.
Bad news for small businesses hoping for help. The Paycheck Protection Program is out of money. The Trump administration is asking for another $250 billion.
Clinical trials are underway to see if nitric oxide gas can help COVID-19 patients. It's already being used on some of the most severe cases here in Houston.
It improves blood flow, it improves oxygenation, and there's some evidence that it also can directly destroy the virus.
And that's your Rush Block on this Friday morning.